You are listening to the Built to Grow podcast.
All right, welcome back to the Built to Grow podcast. I'm your host, Tim Lyons, in studio, joined by Randy Angston, my co-host, with no name, the official removal and retiring of the nicknames. It was just getting too much. Welcome to the show, Randy.
Here to focus on what's important, right?
Yeah, you know, the names were cool, and now they're just not cool anymore. So we decided
120 of them.
120 different names. Yeah. So we're moving on, making changes.
Sounds like me growing up, getting yelled at.
Randall.
Start responding to everything under the sun. Kona, the dog, when I was growing up, like my brother's name.
Really?
Oh, dude, yeah. You know how like when
get over here.
Yeah, exactly. Just pure. You know you're in trouble when you get called the dog.
Oh boy. So here we are. It is the day before we're going to open, and we've got a lot to talk about. So before we get into that, we want to just remind everybody about our CLA workshop. That's June 11th and 12th coming up. I can check out details on that at pfmarketingsolutions.com/automation.
Correct.
Okay. Going on a rant today, y'all. We got to talk about gyms that are allowed to open, meaning the governor of your state has allowed you to open, which is really
It's a whole different topic.
It's incredible to say that they're allowing you to get your rights back. But again, the ban has been lifted on businesses and gyms in your area, and you or gyms are not opening up. And let's talk about that whole thing right now. It's kind of a little. I did a little live earlier in the Business Talk group, and if you're not in that group, join it. Business Talk with fitness professionals. That's our group where we kind of elaborate on ideas. But I went in there and I said, look, guys, when you get the chance to open, your ass better open the doors.
Absolutely.
And I'm seeing it happen right now in states that can open. There's gyms that are deciding not to open, or restaurants deciding not to open, and everybody has their own reasons for not opening. But the last reason you shouldn't be opening is because you're not ready.
Correct.
You've had 5, 6, sometimes 7 weeks to get prepared. What the hell are you doing with your time if you're not preparing everything to get your gym ready to be, to welcome your clients back in your gym? I'll tell you right now, your clients want to come back.
Absolutely.
And that's just not me saying that to say it. I know, because our schedule is slam-packed, sold out, waiting lists on our classes, semi-private trainings are booked across the board. We're bringing in, Zach's training people. That tells you, right, it tells me that clients are sick and tired of being at home and they're ready to get back in their routines. And what that means for you is when you get that opportunity, you better be ready. There's no reason not to be ready. And by ready, I mean, how are you going to keep your clients safe? What are the protocols? You have cleaning supplies. You've moved your equipment around. Your coaches are trained on how to handle this. What your clients have been communicated with. You've got supplies on hand. Everything is figured out. How are you not figuring this out by now? This blows my mind that a gym would be allowed to open and they've decided not to open. And there's only 2 reasons why. Number 1, they're not prepared.
Yep.
And number 2, they don't feel comfortable. And that's just them saying they're not prepared. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they might be sensitive to the matter. And
sure.
that, if that's your beliefs, that's your beliefs. But I'm going to tell you, your competitors are going to open up and they're going to take all your clients.
And to talk to that point, maybe you push your belief, or maybe you challenge your beliefs when your marketplace is telling you otherwise. We
Right.
know, and not just because your gym is packed, but every gym that we've seen open up is experiencing the same results. You know, our buddy Rick Mayo has been posting continually in our Business Talk group about the results of what his marketplace is doing. Mm-hmm. He's providing evidence for you guys to go off of. This is not speculation anymore. This is not just us, sitting here 6 weeks ago trying to predict what is going to happen. Here it is. People are running into gyms to be trained. If you don't have the capability of being that gym for your clients, somebody else deserves that client.
Yeah.
Period. Regardless. Like, there's no way around it. And preparation, this is not the time to start looking for cleaning supplies, figuring out what you need to do. That was weeks ago. Mm-hmm. Just like marketing, right? You don't pick up marketing January 1st to get the people that are coming into a gym in January. That shit started months ago. And this is 100% why we're having this. It's kind of a rant.
If you're not opening, it's your own fault. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. You have no excuse. There's no excuse for you have not. You knew this was coming. You knew it was. You knew that eventually.
You've been waiting for it.
The day was going to come when you get the green light. And if you're like what we got an 8-hour notice that last night we could open the gym today. Well, you damn right I was ready. We had already planned on opening up on Friday, and this is Thursday. So, like, yeah, I'm not opening up on the day that we're allowed, but we were already planning on opening regardless of what they told us. And they didn't tell us they were going to do any announcement or anything. It was a complete surprise.
Yeah.
And the fact that it was even on there, I was like, you should see me. I jumped out of my desk and I was like cheering, like, oh my God, we don't have to be secretive about it. But our clients have already booked. They brought their equipment back. We've cleaned the gym 17 times. We've got everything we need, and we are ready. And our clients are already showing us that they want to be back by booking those appointments. We told them to book the appointments as early last week, and now we are opening regardless of what the governor was going to tell us. We were going to open anyway. We just got the green light last night, which is totally fine. It was even better. That just tells me that the people out there in your community, in our community, are ready to train. They want to get back to normal. And this is an amazing opportunity. It's almost like your grand opening. It's like your grand opening. We've got more appointments scheduled on our calendar for Friday morning for new clients, and we just sent an email out. That was it.
We're seeing happen in gyms that are opening is like grand openings. It is the business and the traction and the momentum that we complain that we desire all of the time. Right now we're seeing it. Mm-hmm. And if like Tim's saying, if you don't have the ability to serve those clientele, somebody is going to.
Yep. They're coming out of the woodwork, and there's somebody out there on one of these other marketing companies or your coaching group is saying your clients aren't going to come back and they're never coming back. Complete bullshit lie. Lie to your face. I can tell you we've got our clients, our schedule's filled up. Rick's gym's going off the chain. Brian Teague's gym's off the chain. These are guys that we work with. We know personally. They've got their gyms are full. They're in Atlanta, Georgia. There's other states that are opening up slowly. They were those people that were telling you that stuff are lying to you. We had an episode on this already.
Yep.
And we didn't know ourselves, but I already know now because we're opening tomorrow and it's game time and our clients are pumped. So
absolutely,
that's great hope for the gym owners out there. If you're in a brick and mortar business, you didn't know what it was going to be like. I'm giving you a snapshot of the future. Your state may not be opening yet, but you will be opening eventually. It's not like you're going to be closed forever unless you're in California where they're not going to open gyms ever again. You got to be ready. So, you don't need to go, let's be honest. You don't need to go sign up for somebody's reopening guide blueprint bullshit that they're selling you. All you got to do, and I'm going to tell you exactly what to do right now. Sit down with your team and figure out how to make your clients safe. You're smart enough to figure it out on your own. You don't need to buy anything here. You need to know how to keep people apart. You need to know what your schedule is going to be like. You need to know where people are going to, like the path of travel in your gym. Are they going to, go to the front door, to the front desk, to the restroom? What does that look like? And make sure that they've got sanitation areas set up across the gym. And clean your equipment, like all that stuff you can figure out on your own. I'm just telling you. If you need help, I'll tell you for free, whatever. Get in the Business Talk group. I'll do a video in there. You don't need to buy in. I'm going to save so many gym owners with this podcast by not going out and signing up for some crap that's out there from somebody telling you how to reopen their gym. They haven't even opened it yet. They don't even own a gym. Get the hell out of here with that shit.
And if they did, they may have a week experience, right?Maybe. How many? Like, there's not like there's gyms across the nation in the hundreds that have seen the path already. No. We're a week into this, and a couple gyms or a couple states have the opportunity to go ahead. Nobody has a perfect answer, but what Tim's getting at is you can control the controllables. You set a game plan based upon the guidelines of what you do know, and you aim for that target. Mm-hmm. Perfect, right? Like your dates. I know that we were planning based upon the previous conversation that was most likely to open, when gyms were going to be expected to open up. That's how we set that 15th date, right? That was a conversation. That was when the orders were being lifted. No, gyms were not named the last time that, our governor came out last week and spoke. And we were still in that unknown area, but we had all of our ducks in a row. We prepared in every single avenue that we could to best control the situation when it became our opportunity. You know, it's like a game. It's like anything else. You control, you know, the pieces, the equipment, whatever you can to take to that playing field. The second that game starts, you better damn well be ready to step on the field.
Yeah.
Nobody wins by sitting on the benches.
So get on the field. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to think. That's it. Think. Like, use your brains for a change. Don't look for some bulletproof script that's going to be sold to you, the golden ticket. You just think. Think about what the common sense is in the situation. Your clients want to be safe. You know that they want to be safe. Make it safe. That's it. Make it safe. Make them comfortable that they're going to come in here and not catch COVID. Like, that's it. That's what they want to make sure. They want to get back to normal. They want to train with you. They want to just be normal. Like, let them be normal and just keep them safe, and everything's going to be fine. Like,
Yeah.
that's it. I mean, yes, did we buy supplies over the last 4 weeks when I had availability and I would put my credit card in and I saw something? Yeah, I was thinking 4 weeks ago about this day. I knew it. It doesn't mean you can't do it now. Just think like, okay, I need cleaning supplies. I need to make sure my clients are aware of all the changes. I need to write out a protocol on what this looks like. How often are we going to clean? Who's in charge of cleaning? What is my schedule like? How many clients can I be safely in here? Like, do I need to put grids on the ground? Do I need to do little pod setups? Like, just think, guys, think. You're smart enough to open a business. You're smart enough to figure this out. It's not going to be impossible. And throughout the entire process, just talk to your clients. Just let them know what's going on. In the beginning, when we were shutting down, it was, we don't know what's going to happen. Support us. Let us. We're gonna stick together and stick through this. And then on the back end of this, it's here's what we've decided to make you safe. And guess what? Your clients will come on back in, and you're not going to have to worry about buying something from somebody that doesn't know any different than you. So you're smart enough to figure this out.
I love it. I love it. I mean, and the ball's in your court, guys. That's really what it comes down to. It's action.
If you're not prepared to open up, it's your own fault. Like, just, I don't know. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing with your time. If you're not ready to open when you get the green light, what have you been doing? You deserve to fail. I don't have any pity for anybody out there that fails because they've been sitting on their ass. If you fail and you've done everything that you could have, then that's respectable.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is a shit storm. Like, there's people that are gonna, I don't know, I won't get into suicides and stuff, but there's like 100,000 businesses in the United States have already closed permanently. That goes for gyms. 57 CrossFit gyms in that post closed permanently in California alone. If you've done everything you can, you went to try to get the PPP, you've worked with your landlords, you've pleaded with your clients, you've tried to side hustle, you've got everything prepared, and you still end up failing, that's respectable. But it's not your fault. You've done everything you can. But if you fail because you've been sitting on your ass, you deserve to fail, and nobody should feel sorry about that. Nobody. Like, nobody should feel sorry for you. And I'm just telling you that's the reality of world.
That's the reality of business too.
This is life.
You stepped in, yeah, exactly. It's beyond business. I mean, you stepped into this arena because of the risk versus reward.
Yeah.
But you don't get the reward without putting in the work. Period. Ever.
Yeah.
In a good time, in right now, ever. Don't expect the result of the work you're unwilling to do. And right now, you're faced with. Do I have everything in place to go and move into action, or am I going to sit here paralyzed and wait for somebody else to come save my ass?
Yeah. And if you're not ready right now, and your state isn't quite ready to open up yet, you better be doing this on the weekend, at night when the kids go to sleep. You better be out on the computer figuring this thing out, writing it out, meeting with your team. You shouldn't be watching Netflix and chilling.
And like we talked about, if you're in a position as a business owner and you're being literally handcuffed by your local governing agencies, then you better be in their ear, sending emails, being an advocate for the health and fitness industry. You are the expert in this industry. You operate those businesses. They don't know what it's like walking into your gym necessarily. They're getting the information, and they're probably trying to deal with it the best with the information that they are provided with. But I know that we have gym owners that are are trying to be consultants for their local governing agencies, providing insight into what they can do, what they have done, how they're going to keep people safe. There's absolutely no reason you as a personal training studio or gym should not have the ability to operate your business right now when Costco is, when Home Depot is, and the willingness in the government's decision is one thing. You should know that you have the ability to keep people safe better than they do, and so you need to be in those governing agencies' ears, letting them know that, because that's going to be the only path for you to get those doors back open.
Yep. Period.
Do
So
whatever you can.
it's time to get into gear. So stay tuned. I'll give you complete updates, transparency after we're open. I don't even know what state we are in order of gyms that can open. I'd love to find out.
I would too.
I don't feel like we're in the top 5 or anything. I'm sure there's at least 5 to 10 states open already. But the beautiful thing about our opening is that our rules of engagement and gym openings are freaking simple.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing that we can't do. There's no hardcore rules in there. Wear a mask if possible. Reduce capacity if you can. There's suggestions.
Sure.
It's like, cool. That's basically the governor saying, I trust the gym owners to make sure that you keep your clients safe. And that's finally, thank God, this is like the best thing that could have happened.
Yeah.
Is there's no hardcore rules where you have to, you just adhere to the social distancing guidelines per the CDC. Got it. No problem. We're already doing that. And I feel bad for some states.
Oh.
It's like you can't have more than 4 people in the gym, and that includes your staff. So how do you even operate? You can't operate at more than 25% capacity in some states. That sucks.
Might
as well stay closed.
There's no rhyme or reason for it too, right?
For us, it's do the best you can. That's what our governor's given us. I was kind of looking down on him, but I think he's got enough pressure. I think he got enough pressure. We started a petition.
I was gonna say, but I think that happened because of things like exactly right, like the gym owners that took the initiative to say, hey, this is not the way it is, right? We're not gonna just sit back quietly and just let you dictate the way we know our businesses are run. Here's some information. Here's what we're doing. Here's what we can do. Let's work on this together. Our buddy John, he did a video in the local news. He was interviewed by the local news. He didn't say, hey, this is us versus them. He said, I want to work with our local governing agency, set protocols, set guidelines so that we together can do this and, keep everybody safe, but still step into opening, serve our clientele, get people back in the gym and healthy, moving forward in the right direction. Yep,
get vocal. There's a really easy way. I'm sure there's a petition in your state that the reclassification of micro gyms and fitness studios away from being a big box gym. There's change.org. We created one. We had maybe 400 or 500 signatures. John's got 3,000. He's been picked up by the news. Our buddy Frank's doing one. Micah's doing one. Micah Logan. There's a bunch of gyms doing this because they're sick of it and they don't like to sit in the shadows and just hope for the best. They're actually doing something. It doesn't matter if there's already a petition out there. Do another one.
And I was actually going to challenge that idea too. This is an opportunity for us to kind of come together too. There's power in numbers. As gym owners, call the guys in the industry in your state. Put together a few names and create a coalition, within your local, there's going to be enough to go around. A rising tide raises all ships. We have competition, but we're also, sharing. There's still enough people in our populace in order for us all to do okay.
Beautiful.
And so, don't necessarily try and destroy your competition today. Let's get back in the game together, and then let's create a free market system where our clients can choose. But you're not going to win by bashing the gym down the street and saying that you're better right now. Everybody needs to be on the same page. Health and fitness first. Let's get you guys open, and then let's compete.
Yep. So the time is now. Get prepared. Do everything you can, and just ask in our group, Business Talk with Fitness Professionals. Jump in there, add yourself, and we'll accept you if you're a gym owner. But jump in there, ask questions, post videos. That group's really turned into something.
I'm loving it.
It was kind of a background group for a lot of people, but now it's forefront, and everybody's we're getting more people joining there every day. It's amazing.
The cream is rising to the top. It's
ooh. Brother, the cream is rise to the top, Mean Gene. If anybody knows what that's from,
there you go. Plug that in a
yeah, post on that. Tim, I heard your podcast and you talk about Mean Gene. The cream rises to the top. Anyways, That's it for this show, y'all. Keep crushing and get your shit together. This is your kick in the ass for this show. And keep changing lives. We'll see you on the next episode. Bye.